welcome back to How to Live Your Style. I'm Sharrah, and today we are in a different kind of setup here. We're at my mom's house in her sewing and wrapping room. And I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys 3 of the most common fixes or repairs that you'd want to do on your jeans. Because hey, let's face it, when you find a pair of jeans that you love, you don't want to get rid of them. You don't have to go pay to get them repaired. You can do them yourself. Let's get started. On this one, all you'll need is a pair of lazy zipper jeans and a keyring. Literally, all you have to do is hook the keyring onto the zipper, zip up your pants, hook the keyring around the button, and button your pants. That was easy enough, so now it's on to number 2. You know, you try to get them on and the belt loop rips. It's time to bring back those belt loops. Here's what you're gonna need. Busted belt loop jeans, an iron-on jean patch, an iron, scissors, matching navy thread, and a sewing machine. I'm going to trim off the frayed parts. Cut a big enough section out of your jean patch so that it fully covers the hole on the inside, and then some. Then, place it glossy side down so that it can adhere to the jeans and not your iron. Iron it on. Wait for about 45 seconds. And then you'll want to cut a smaller piece from your denim patch to cover the hole on the front side. Then, iron that one on. So for this next part, I recommend not using a needle and thread only because you really want the belt loop to be fastened really strongly to the pants so that it doesn't rip again. I'm gonna use my mom's sewing machine, so if you guys have either a relative's sewing machine, you may have your own sewing machine, that would be perfect. However, if you really want to, you can just do needle and thread. It's just gonna take a lot of time. You'll have to go over and over and over it. So, let's go to the next part. You want your space that you're gonna be reattaching the belt loop to really be reinforced a lot wider than the actual hole, or else if you only do it the size of the hole, then that will rip as soon as you put them on again. In an effort to really reinforce the space, I used a zigzag pattern on the sewing machine here to really reinforce the area that I ironed on. That way, when I go to reattach it, it'll be pretty secure. And then I stitched the belt loop right back on with a straight line stitch. So I can pull my pants up and not feel like I'm ripping them.
3.
The peekaboo zipper. Whether you've gotten bigger or your pants have just gotten funkier and smaller, it's time to fix that annoying peekaboo zipper. Here's what you're gonna need. Jeans, a sturdy needle, a spool of matching color thread, but for this tutorial, I'm going to use white thread so that you can see what I'm doing a little bit easier. Scissors, a hook and eye, and a piece of chalk. Get started by giving the tip of your thread a little smooch. This will flatten the thread, but it will also give a little strength, which will be really, really helpful when trying to fit it through the eye of the needle. Now, since I'm stitching jeans here, I'm gonna need a double stitch for extra strength. You're going to wanna roll about 20 inches or more of your thread. You'll need to make a knot, tying both ends together. A good tip for this is to lick your pointer finger and your thumb and roll the 2 ends of the thread together between them. Then just pull down with your fingers to tighten the knot. And I'd make it a double knot, otherwise your thread's just gonna pull right through when you start to stitch. Ain't nobody got time for that. I just made a mark where I needed the clasp to go, and then I was on to stitching. This part is called an eye. You wanna start by fastening the eye to the bottom or the button side of your pants, centered where the chalk mark is. Start your stitch from the underside going up through the hole of the eye. Then go back down, close to the outside of the hole. Repeat that process on both ends of the eye until it's really secure, like 15 to 20 stitches on each side. Double stitching can be really tricky. Just make sure that each time you pull a stitch, you pull it really tight, that way you don't get any loops. I'm serious, those loops will definitely sneak up on you and you'll have to start all over. Yeah, I learned that one by experience. You want to finish the stitching on the underside and then make one more loop to tie off the thread. With the needle in one hand and the loop in the other, pull the thread from the needle through the loop until it's tightened at the bottom. Do this 3 to 4 times, and on the 5th time, pull the needle through the loop completely until it ties. Then use your pointer finger and thumb to push the knot all the way down to the bottom. You're all secure and ready to cut the thread. Now the hook will go on the top or the buttonhole side of the jeans. You'll notice that this part of the jeans has 2 layers of fabric. When you attach the hook, you want to make sure that you stitch it to the inside fold of the denim. That way you don't see the stitching on the front. Now just repeat the same stitching technique on the hook as you just did on the eye. Once you've stitched the holes on the hook, you want to fasten the upper side of the hook as well. You want to really make sure that your clasp is holding on tight. Tie off the stitch the same way you just did on the eye, and you're all done. Now, if I had used black thread, you wouldn't be able to see it. But because I used white for the tutorial, you can see it on this one. However, once you do it in the right color and you make sure that's why it's so important, you match the thread to your pants, you'll be perfect. Hopefully those few tips help you guys repair your favorite pair of jeans. That way you don't have to pay for someone else to do it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of our channel, click the subscribe button right here. And if you want to check out more of our videos, you know what to do. There's this new thing, by the way, called cards. If you're on your mobile, your cell phone, what normal people call it, and you want to be able to click on the videos on this video, go to the little card thing. I think it's gonna be on this side somewhere. It might be on this side, maybe it'll be below, but it'll be somewhere and it looks like a little black card. Click on it and maybe you'll be able to watch the next video. If you have some more time, watch these videos because you know you're gonna love them. Why are you shaking your head no at me?
Still out.
Watch these videos because you know you're gonna love them. You really can't even see because it's the navy thread. So I think it looks totally fine. And it's the back of your jeans, so get over it.